I bet Todd's a big vinyl fan. We'll find out. Big hop in the studio.
Boss Skaggs?
I think so.
Me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, he is.
Awesome. Good choice, Hop.
Joining us is Todd Bordonaro, a PGA certified professional, certified in teaching. He's also a certified golf fitness instructor and a certified sports nutrition coach. Needless to say, he's an expert in his field. He's got a brand new book out, Fit for Golf, Set for Life. It's just out. He's going to explain to you again in a minute where you can find it. I promised my wife we would get a copy of it. But before we went to break, I asked you a question because it says right here, Fit for Golf, Set for Life can help all golfers maximize their performance on the course, in the gym, and in the kitchen. So my question was before the break was, does it have to be in your own kitchen? I mean, is this something that means if you're going to follow this, I need to become somewhat of a healthy chef in my house?
I don't think necessarily. I mean, I just enjoy cooking. I grew up cooking. Do have a little bit of a restaurant background, but my wife and I like preparing our own food. We know what's going in it. We get to pick our ingredients, and again, like golf, I think people think cooking is too complicated.
Yeah.
People that don't cook much, they go get a recipe book that has some long recipe with 5,000 ingredients and takes 3 hours to prepare, and then after they're done, the kitchen looks like a bomb hit it.
That's exactly what happened when you came over, Todd. That's exactly
game over, right?
But you described the exact visit that when you came into my house.
From what you guys told me, that sounds exactly right.
So, all joking aside, though, I mean, the book has nutrition things. So I know it must have recipes because I've seen some of your.
Yeah, I think there's about 30 or 35 recipes.
So, someone who's buying this book, like I promised, I told you I'm going to buy this copy. So, do I need to, or should I? Because can I go out to eat and still get healthy food?
I think you can, but you have to be very vigilant and know what you're ordering and know what's in it.
Yeah, because before we came back from break, my wife and I, we do actually, without, it's just our way we do things. We don't have children, and we like to spend our time together, so we do go out a lot. Neither one of us are cooks, although my wife makes a mean breakfast. She just makes an awesome breakfast. But so we go out a lot, and I know that can't be healthy in a long way because of the food and the way it's not the way it's prepared, but the way it comes to the restaurants, right? I mean,
you guys are in California, so I think there's probably great restaurants.
Well, there are. Todd, awesome.
Do you go to the farmer's market, Todd?
We do.
Yeah. So
and I'm not talking about eating the bark of a tree. Talking about
that's what Mike
good food, good ingredients, tasty food.
I don't know, man. Bark on a tree is not that bad.
I think I had bark in the tree.
I've had it before many times.
With a cream sauce.
With a cream.
It depends. As long as it's gluten-free, it's all good.
So Fit for Golf, Set for Life.
So, and I understand people have certain dietary issues, but you can always substitute things. I think the thing about learning how to cook and being in the kitchen, it mirrors golf in that you need preparation.
Yeah. You need a pre-shot routine.
Everything's prepared, and then you put it all together, and it keeps it much simpler.
So it's process, then it comes outcome, right?
Exactly.
So, because I've got Mike he eats very healthy, and he's got dietary issues and stuff. So we've gone out to restaurants together, and it's never that bad. You just, you talk to the people. You ask, that's what Mike needs, and I've always had good meals with you. It's a little weird watching you do your thing, but you.
What's weird about it?
Just maybe not weird. It's just different, So
I
start reading a book while you're trying to order your food. But no, I'm joking.
So
but you've always been able to. But how many nights a week do you go out, Mike? Is it a? Because I'm honest to God, 5 nights.
We maybe go twice a month.
Okay, so not. And Todd, how often do you? Because you just mentioned last night.
Maybe once a week.
I don't know. There's a lot of pictures of you out to dinner with people. It just is. But in fairness, when Todd and I get together, we're usually traveled in a training somewhere, and we go out every night because we're not at home. Yeah.
Well, you're not exactly.
You don't have a choice then.
Exactly.
So I was very impressed, and I think people need to go to your blog. And you had the why that we just talked about why you wrote the book, but there's a lot of things. The creative beginnings and the self-published search begins, and the story behind the story. And it's very fascinating what it takes to do what you did. And you've been working on it so long. And I assume that your blog has a lot to do with this stuff. You blog about these things, right?
That's correct, yes.
So to put it down in writing and to get it done was a process, man. So very proud of you and I knew you were, for 10 years we've been talking, you've been talking about getting this done.
I never would envision that it would take this long to get the whole thing finished and out there.
Well, people should go to your blog and read about it, because there's some posts in there that really are behind the scenes of book publishing. And it's pretty amazing. But you must be very happy and relieved. It's just not so easy to get approval once it's ready, because you sell it. Tell us again, and I'll ask you a question after you tell us. How do you get this book?
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's actually 3 separate books. You can buy them separately. It's only available in digital form. No hard copies, saving some trees.
Bart.
So again, iBooks, if you have iBooks on your iPad or your iPhone or your Mac, just type in my name, Todd Bordonaro, in the search, and the 3 books will come up. You don't have to buy all 3. If you like the nutrition piece, just buy the nutrition. I think they're $10 or $11, so it's not going to break the bank. And the same thing with the Google Play. For those people that use that format, same thing. Type in my name, Todd Bordonaro, and the same deal. You can buy 1 or 3 or 2 or whatever you like.
Can you buy the bundle? Is there a deal? Is it just $11 or whatever piece?
I have to talk with them, but I haven't found that they do that. But that could just be another thing in my learning how to publish a book.
Well,
now they're all separate.
Well, cool. I'm going to get all 3. But I talked to you the other week or so ago, and you were waiting for permission to put this up on Google.
Yeah, it's all done now.
I know
right to iBooks or Google Play and get them.
I know that it is. I just want to ask you, I found it fascinating that they must proofread it to make sure that there's something that this is acceptable for their quality control.
Yes.
Something like
correct.
that.
Yeah.
So you just kept waiting. So here I've submitted it. I'm waiting for the green light to say let's do it, and it must feel really good when you got that green light.
Well, it's funny because both formats said you will receive an email when you're approved. And I'm like waiting for this email, never came from either, and then I went online and they're available. I was like, thanks for telling me.
Wow. Jeez.
That is kind of interesting. Do you actually have hard copies yourself? Did you make?
No, I do not. No, I'm not doing any hard copies.
So I could bring them up and print them out? Yes?
You could print it. Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm so happy
I think
for
you're
you.
allowed to do that.
I'm really, but obviously, I just was wondering, it'd be nice to have the hard copies just for, because my buddy's got a book out there, man, 3 of them.
Yeah.
So I'm really.
Well, that's a whole nother issue of getting hard copies and going to a publisher that does that.
So as an instructor, I know you were teaching earlier today, and you teach all the time. Do you bring all 3 of these components into almost every your lesson?
I do. So. Like I said, we had a group. Everybody that comes to me gets a little fitness, even if it's some stretching, and I have little PDF pre-made drills and stuff that I can just email them after the lesson, and then. But before you even come to me for a lesson, you get a questionnaire, and it discusses your golf game and what you do for any activity, if you have any injuries, and what you eat, what your diet is.
That's cool.
And I also send out like a food journal. I have people keep a food journal, what they're eating during the week, and then we can see where they need improvements, or maybe they have a great diet. I don't know. So I do not at this point can't offer any hands-on cooking classes at the golf course. So
well, I've noticed. I want to congratulate you again, and it is Todd Bordonaro. It's Bordonaro. If you go to iBooks or if you go to Google Play, you can find it immediately. He's also got a really cool blog, and that's toddbordonaro.com/blog. And
correct.
Congratulations to
awesome.
you, Todd.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for calling the show.
I really appreciate it. The one thing before I go. Do I get an award for being on the show 5 times? Is that the most?
Ooh, the
ever,
5-timers.
It's a 6-time award, and so you're one.
We're not allowed to copy Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, so it's a 6 times. Well, we'll work
It's
on
a
that.
copyright thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll work
infringement
on the
deal.
next time.
We're still working with people and lawyers about that, but we'll work on the next time. Buddy.
We'll be in touch.
Yes, we will. Thank you again, Todd, for everything.
Thank you, guys. You guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I really appreciate you having me on.
You too,
it's
Todd.
been our pleasure.
All right, you guys are awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, bud.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So we taking a break, or are we good?
Yes, we take a break.
Isn't it cool? You know, do you remember that you and I went to an amazing restaurant in Orlando with him?
Yes.
Do you remember that?
I will never forget
one of
it.
the most eventful nights of our life.
I will never. I've never been to a restaurant like that before, and since.
It was the most unusual dinner experience ever.
And little did we know that was the launch time for Todd's where he is now.
Where he is now.
Yes.
If it was.
All right.
Take us to a break.
We're going to take a break. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Don't forget, you can get Golf Talk Radio podcasts at golftalkradio.com 24/7. Thank you to Nikki Anderson, Realtor and Broker Associate, for partnering with us on the show. You can call her at 805-235-3327. That's 805-235-3327. Visit golftalkradio.com. Click on the golf vacation picture, and that is her great Maui vacation condo you can rent at vrbo.com. Listing number 614266. We'll be right back. Stay with us.